Liftoff is a good simulator. However, I have noticed on their Facebook page that many people have had issues trying to connect Spektrum controllers to the game. Being that I've been able to do this, I've decided to make this small guide so that you can connect your Spektrum controller through the audio port on your computer and through some software be able to hook it up to Liftoff. So the first thing I want to cover is the materials that are going to be needed to be able to do this. We're going to need a transmitter. I'm going to be using, obviously, Spektrum for this because that is what I've been flying. You're going to need an audio cable, so like an aux cable. It can be one channel or two channel. I prefer to do one channel. And optionally, you may need an aux cable splitter. You're going to need this if you only have one audio cable on your computer and you don't have the split two. So if you have like a purple or a pink and a green audio slot on your computer, you're not going to need this audio splitter. But if you only have one, like on a cell phone or like a MacBook, then you will need the audio splitter to be able to split the two channels. Now, moving on to more of the software side, we're going to need a program called Smart Proto Plus. Now, what this is going to do is that this is going to allow us to use our transmitter more of like an Xbox 360 game controller or any other game controller. So the download link for that website will be in the description below. I feel that their explanations on the website are very good and better than I would explain it. It's really just clicking next, choosing your install directory, and then just following the instructions to set it up. Now, before we get into Liftoff, we're going to have to do a couple of hardware things. So on the back of your transmitter, you're going to see a little icon that has two transmitters together. That's where the one part of the aux cable is going to go, and then the other part is going to go into the microphone slot on the 3.5mm audio jack on the computer. Now, once we get into Liftoff, that's where pretty much we're going to set our default audio device to the jack. So if you have like an external microphone, like on a pair of headphones or like a Blue Yeti mic, you're going to have to either disconnect that or not use it. That's one of the downsides of this, is that you can't use another audio device while you're playing the game. So just go in your audio settings. You're going to want to select the front audio. For me, it's Realtek high definition audio. You're going to want to set that as your default device. And then once you have that set as your default device, then you can go into Liftoff, and then it will recognize the VJoy device as an actual game controller. And then all you want to do is just assign each one of the controls to each one of the controls to each one of the channels on the transmitter. And then once you do that, what I found was that it's a lot easier just to set the trims on the transmitter so that the little bars sit in the middle. I just found that a lot easier than what they have implemented. And then once that's good, I did notice that I had to reverse, I think it was my aileron channel was the one that needed reversing on the transmitter side. But once I did that, everything was good to go, and Liftoff worked just great. So I hope this was able to help out some of you, especially in these cold winter months where you really can't get outside. So I hope, or you're sick like I am. And I just hope that this really helps out a lot of you, and I hope to see you guys in the next one, and happy flying.